He's got some stripes, got a little one with him too. And they got stripes on the back that might look like they're part of the zebra family, but actually they're not. They're giraffe. The skull is the same as a giraffe. Their tongue is called prehensile. It reaches out, grabs the brush, pulls it out in one long sweep. And there, right beside it, is a kudu. That is a female. Very fast vehicle, very fast, and it's very elusive. Over there behind the bush, I don't know if you can get a chance to see it, is a saddle-billed stork. The yellow on its beak looks like a saddle, and that's where it gets its name from. The female is very unusual, and the female and the male have different color eyes. The female has yellow eyes, and the male has brown. There's some more of the kudu up there on the hill, the light brown with the stripes
look, the
on
rhinoceros. Do you see it?
Those are females. Up here on your left-hand side is a black rhino. See him walking away through there. He's a little bit smaller than the biggest rhinos. He weighs about 3,000 pounds. The horn that's on his nose actually is made out of keratin, which is the same as your fingernails. So they don't really have any special medicinal value to them. The black rhino has been hunted to almost extinction. There is less than 5,000 in the world today. If you look real close over there, you'll see a red and white animal that's climbing through there. There, here comes one. Male and female both have horns. Those are called bongos. They're called the ghost of the forest. They slide in really fast. Their horns are sloped towards their back, and it allows them to go through the brush really quickly. They were called the ghosts of the forest because they weren't even to be known to be existing until about 1910. Water. They like to wade across the bottom.
Look, hippo.
They can also sleep underwater.
You see it, Caleb?
And when it's time to them for to get a breath of air, they surface, get a breath of air, go right back down. They weigh about 5,500 pounds. The birds that you see on the island over there, those are called pink-backed storks, even though right now they're not pink. It's their skin that turns pink in the spring or in mating season. Right now they're just gray and white.
Oh, there's another one right there, hippo.
We'll make a bend in the river here when I go around the corner here, up here by the bridge. If you look down over the bridge here, over next to the water, you'll see the Nile crocodile.
Ooh, crocodiles.
Which are about 16 feet long average, about 500 pounds. They can grow to the length of 20 feet.
Oh my goodness. Those are huge.
The crocodile's normal diet during the day is fish, frogs, snakes,
Jesse, do you like this?
Or turtles.
Caleb, do you like it?
But anything that gets close enough to the bank of the river or the water, and as you can see over here on the right hand side there are the giraffes. Those are called Maasai giraffes, which means no two giraffe spots are the same. They're all different. So if you knew the spot design of one particular giraffe, you could pick it out in a group. They grow to about 16 to 20 feet tall. They eat for about 20 hours in the day, and they only sleep for 30 minutes. But not necessarily all in one nap. They'll take short naps of about 3 to 5 minutes at a time. Over here on the left, I'll pull up here so you can get a little bit better view. These are African wild dogs. They're not a canine dog like our dogs are. They're great hunters. They have about a 80% success rate in hunting because what they do is they hunt in a pack and they run their prey down until whatever they're chasing collapses, and then they get it. One tree looks a little better than the other one, I guess.
Hey, look at the giraffe.
You can see the young ones over there. They're just like their parents, but they have different spots too. Those are the sable antelope. You can tell by their horns, they sweep back over their back. They're very sharp. And those antelope are very defensive. They don't run from fights too much. They'll stand their ground. They use their horns a lot, and they're very sharp. Anything that jumps on their back, they'll stick it with their horns. These little antelope over here on the right-hand side, the ones that are light brown, have a dark brown stripe, and have a white stomach area, those are called springbok. They get their name because they can spring straight up in the air about 6 foot and leap for about 13 feet. And they can run over 40 miles per hour. They're one of the 10 world's fastest animals. It looks like the shape of the continent of Africa. They use this as a fanning device to keep their body temperature down. And they eat about 300 pounds a day. Over here on your left-hand side, you'll see the largest monkeys.
Monkeys.
They're mandrills. The big male over there, he weighs about 100 pounds. He has red and blue stripes on his nose and gets really bright when he gets aggravated or he gets fearful. The female only weighs about 30 pounds.
Whoa.
They're a very shy monkey, but they stay in bigger groups for protection. This little island. These are the greater flamingos. They're a little taller, a little bigger than the other ones. They get their pink coloration from what they eat, which is brine shrimp. They nest in pairs, from 20 to 50 pairs. They both watch over the nest and watch over the young ones.
Why the guys have some of the ones? They're so tiny.
That horn on their nose is also keratin, just like your fingernail is. They have kind of poor eyesight, but they have a great sense of hearing and great sense of smell. When it gets hot during the day, they go over into that clay pit over there and roll around in it, get the clay on their backs, so it keeps them cool. You'll see a cheetah. The cheetah is the fastest land animal that there is. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it can run at speeds up to 70 miles an hour. There's another one walking through there. Their claws do not retract. That probably helps them with being stable and going at that speed. And mane around his neck. And the female lion's over there beside him. The male lion usually lies around and relaxes down about 16 or up to 20 hours in a day. The female is the one that goes out and does the hunting.
That's right.
She goes out and does the hunting and brings back the meat for the pride, which is the group of lions. If you look over there pretty close, there was an ostrich I saw. There it is. That is the largest land bird. They can run at about 40-45 miles per hour. You can see the male lion watching us. During the daytime, their vision is about the same as ours, but at nighttime, their vision is about 6 times greater than ours. So in the evening, they have a real advantage on getting any other prey or any other game. And stand on them and won't even crack the shell.
I see that. I see the